All right, here we go. Hello and welcome. Today it is Thursday, the 21st, and it's been a really busy day. I had a pickleball tournament. It was a four-team tournament, I should say. So it was a little bit of a different format. We played so many games, and we kind of got eliminated towards the end, which I'm pretty happy about because I was a little on the tired side. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I'm here to go over, actually I have a lot of questions that have come up in the remarks and the YouTube videos, so I want to address those. But first, I want to talk to you about, well, you need to sign up for my email newsletter list, and the link is in the description box below. My next edition of The Good, the Not So Bad, and the Ugly will go out in email tomorrow. And when I send that email out, I also include the episode from the week prior. And that's where I go through homes that are currently active in the MLS. And I just talk to you about them, what I see from my perspective from the photos only. That link is to that video is only in my email newsletter. You can't find it on YouTube. So it's what they call unlisted. So with that said, remember, click the link below to get onto my email newsletter list. But this, can you see this? This is a car charger. What is it they call it? A car jump starter. And why I'm telling you about this is I was at a tournament in, where were we? Orlando last September, and came out of the tournament. My car wouldn't start. Of course, I have jumper cables, but they were at my house. That didn't help. There were a few people talking behind us, and I said, does anyone have jumper cables? And one of the gentlemen said, no, but I have this thing that can jumpstart the car. So he comes back with something like this. Can you see that? The size of it. It's like, all right, this is my phone. So it's the size of a iPhone 13 Pro. That's the size of it. And it literally jump start my car. It also has a connection here, USB to charge it, and for your phone and your computer, and it's a flashlight. So it's really great to have on you. This was such a great item. I bought it for my children for Christmas. Everybody got one, and my son has used it twice, not on his car, but on other people. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you how easy. I'm not jump starting the car, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the car. So let's just take a moment to take a look at that. Show you how easy this is to jumpstart the car, although I'm not going to jumpstart it because my car is running. And I don't know if you can see this. This is where I change oil on my motorcycle. But you just like jumper cables, you take and you put the red to the red, the blue to the blue. As long as this thing is turned on, it will jump the car. Seriously, that simple. It is a lifesaver. And we're back. Okay, so I had my granddaughter the other day, and my daughter's car battery didn't sound like it was really starting very well, but we went to Best Buy and we came out, and lo and behold, it was 97 degrees out, and the battery and the car didn't start. So thankfully, she had this thing in the glove box, and I was able to jump start the car. Yeah, lifesaver. Now, I do have a link in the description box below for this item. I bought it on Amazon. This one I think I paid $45 for. It is an affiliate link, and what that means is you don't pay more, but if you buy it through that link, I make a couple of dollars, or maybe a couple pennies. I'm not even really sure. So if you're interested in this item, please click the link below. I don't know if that's focusing on it. There we go. they have all different kinds. And it says it'll jump start the car up to 4 times, so pretty cool. This thing you don't want to lose. This is your cable to charge the battery. Okay, so next, let's get into some questions, and then I'm going to go over my 2 top picks. I'm actually going to pick one in the beginning and click one at the end. This comes up all the time. Will prices continue to drop? Well, if I knew that, but I would play the lottery. But yes, I do believe, and we're still seeing home prices drop. I'm seeing homes now coming on the market a little lower than they have been in the past. So this is what I tell my buyers. If you can wait a little bit. But if you need to purchase now, just look for the right opportunity. Every home might not be right for you, or make an offer. Doesn't have to be full price. You can make an offer and start the negotiation. And that will get you here in the time frame that you're looking for. Next, people want to talk about for sale by owners and how do I feel about that. I'm just going to use it from a perspective of representing a buyer, because people want to sell their home on their own. Some have success with it, some don't. And I will give you a little secret. So when you search on Zillow, there are 2 tabs. There's the first tab are the agent listings, and the second tab is actually all the for sale by owners. So you can look at the for sale by owners. Let me stress this to you. If you're working with me, and I'm not going to talk, I don't know whoever else you're working for, but if you're working with me and you see a for sale by owner, please call me. Many times the seller will compensate bringing a buyer. They just do not want to pay both sides. They don't want to pay for a selling agent and a buyer's agent. And that's their prerogative. What I do find though with selling a for sale by owner, some people are savvy. There are a lot of former realtors who will actually put their home on the market. They don't hang their license anywhere anymore. But sometimes dealing with the seller can be difficult, and this is why. Not that they're difficult, but many times they have a little bit of an unrealistic expectation of what their home is worth, and it becomes an emotional sale, because now or if you go to them directly, have to deal with the seller. So if you come in with a lower price, they could get upset. And it makes for a very tenuous situation, but also sometimes there's no sense of urgency. So you'll write up an offer and they'll just sit on it because they're thinking they're going to wait, and how long will you wait? And they're just going to wait for another offer. So sometimes it can be a little difficult. Plus, as a buyer's agent, now, if you find it for sale by owner and the seller will not compensate me, you can pay me to represent you in the deal, and then I handle all the paperwork, because let me tell you, I've done 1 or 2 for sale by owners and they do not have any of their paperwork together. So we basically fill out all the paperwork, probably send it to our title company, and handle everything as we normally would. So that's it for sale by owner. Should you do it? In certain cases, it's fine. If you're in a hurry and you really need to buy something, I would say stay away from it. But if you have a little bit of time and you're not in a hurry, but most of the time it's a little bit difficult. Okay. Next question that comes up often. What do I think of the new homes in DeLuna? DeLuna has different sections. So of course the new homes, and especially the patios and the courtyards, are less expensive than the homes you see on the market in the resale arena, because they have very basic amenities on the appointments on the inside, whatever you want to call it, basic cabinets, basic countertops, basic flooring, basic landscaping package. And I know for our locked and secure business, I'm watching a home over there till the homeowner gets here, and she has a Ruby model, I think. But they didn't make a concrete slab all the way on the side of the home like most of the patio villas. They just stopped it at a really, like, it looks like a plank. Like you can walk out of the side of the lanai and that's it. All the rest of it is covered with that pine straw. So they are dumbing them down, the new homes down a little bit. Some of the sections of DeLuna are fine. Now you can go deep into what I call the maze, and I call everything the maze. And you cannot hear the turnpike and you will not hear 301. But when you look on the Village's homes, home finder, because I look at their site too to see what they have going on. The patio villas that they have are all along the turnpike. Now, you will hear it in the front when you're sitting out in Lanai. I know they have a wall there, but you'll probably hear that in your backyard, or not in your backyard, while you're sleeping, because the bedrooms are in the rear of the home in the patio villas. So you just have to be careful where the home is. And because I can't sell a home, a new home, when you're working with your VLS agent, please ask them, if you're not here, to hold up their phone behind the home so you can hear the noise and see if it's acceptable to you. Because most people, it doesn't bother. I mean, let's face it, as we get older, we're all deaf. And it might not bother you, but some people, it may be very intrusive and very disrupting. So you just need to watch that. All right, next, I'm gonna give you one of my top picks. One of my top picks for this week, I actually viewed it over the weekend. 1689 Southeast Bathurst. That's up in the Marion County section, and I do preview it in my Good, the Not So Bad, and the Ugly episode, so don't forget to sign up for that email newsletter. It's a courtyard villa, Marion County section. You know, that doesn't thrill me, that area, but this home is very nice, and it's not too far off of 42, so you're not going to have to drive a long period of time to get out to shopping on 42. There's a Publix, or you can get down on 441 to all the big box stores. But you are probably about 5 miles from Spanish Springs and Lake Sumter Landing. But the home is very cute. And again, I do have it in my email newsletter. I like what they did with the kitchen, because I don't like that model because it has like a pass-through window. It looks like a restaurant. But they extended the kitchen. So they did a really nice job with that. So that's one of my top picks. The next one you're going to have to wait until the end. Pickleball. Let's talk about that. I do get a lot of questions because people know I'm a pickleball fanatic. And, you know, if you're not a pickleball fanatic, wait till you get down here. You will be addicted. And it's a lot of fun. And there's all different levels, so you'll have a good time. There's open play, and then there are private groups. The time varies for open play depending on the season. Once open play is over, now you can go to any court and play, but there are certain courts that are known for certain levels of play. So if you're a beginner, you might not want to go to Big Cypress, and if you're advanced, you might not go to Eisenhower. But those things you can figure out when you get down here. You'll ask people when you show up, and also you should get rated by the villages if you're going to be here at any length of time, because you can play in the villages pickleball tournaments like I played today, and also private groups. So private groups can be age-based. I started playing with a group called Born in the 1960s, and then you meet people and they say, oh, I have advanced group that plays, like I play advanced group on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's called Pickleball Obsessions, and we play at Riverbend, but those are invite only. I play with some women drill groups where we just practice, and those are invite only. So there is a lot of that, but you can find that out once you get here, once you start to play, where you're comfortable. And I mean, people are very friendly. They'll start inviting you to groups. And a lot of the groups are social. You'll play maybe on a Saturday night from 5 to 7, and then everybody brings drinks and food, and you sit underneath the picnic area, and you know, you have fun. But we have over 215 courts. Very competitive play. If you are a pickleball player, you definitely want to move to the villages. Okay, and 2 more questions. I get this question a lot, and people want to know what it's like to be single here in the Villages. So, being single or married wherever you live is what you make of it. Now, in the Villages, there are a lot of singles groups. They get together for dinner, they get together for drinks, they play golf, they play pickleball, they play tennis, they go on trips. So there are those opportunities. The squares are filled with all different types of people from all over. You will find married and single people. I've heard, I haven't been there, but I've heard that City Fire is a place where a lot of single people go. Because my life is so busy, it's very hard for me to give you really good information about being single here in the Villages. I know that a lot of people I know still use the dating apps, and you know, you just have to be careful. But there are plenty of opportunities. There's so many things to do here in the Villages. If you're single and you're lonely and you're sitting at home, I'm sorry, it's your own fault. Okay, because there's so many things to do. And honestly, I mean, years ago when I was younger, I didn't want to sit at home. My children were with their father, and I would go to some of the local restaurants that had a bar, and I sat up at the bar and ate, and honestly, nobody's looking. Nobody cares. I go to the movies by myself. I'm going to Nashville by myself. I'm okay with that. I enjoy having the freedom to do what I want, when I want, how I want it. But really, you will make this experience as good or bad for yourself. There's plenty of things to do, and people are welcoming, whether they're single or married. So I hope that answers that about singles. And before I get to my last pick of the week, I am going to make a video. So if you live here, or even if you don't live here, we're a community filled with gates. We are not a gated community. And what I mean by that is the gates there are really to slow the cars down so they don't hit the golf carts. If you don't have the little thingy that we use, the fob, to open the gate, all you have to do is push the button. You just push the button. My granddaughter, we don't push the button. She did the phone push button. Anyway, and the gate will open. Even if there is a person that is at the gate, you can stop and ask them directions, but they're not going to stop and ask you like on a military base for your ID. You just come and go. And they, you know, everyone tells you, oh, they have the, they're taking your photo. You know how many gates there are? And how many people are coming in and out of those gates? I highly doubt there's a person there looking to see who's coming in and out. I'm sure if there was an incident that they might go back to the tape to see who have maybe come in and out of there, but other than that, I highly doubt it. But there is a gentleman here in the Villages, and I have him in my phone as the car chip guy, but he actually puts a chip on your window, on your rearview mirror, so you don't have to open the window, because this thing to me doesn't work, never works for me with the window shut. And when it's raining, let me tell you, it's a real bear. So I know I'm sweating to death. I don't want to put my fan on because it's going to make noise. Okay, so the last item I have for you today is my second pick for a nice home that you should take a look at, and that is 3067 Sweet Gum. It's $319,999. It is a patio villa down here in Fenny. It's been on the market 49 days. It started up there high. And they keep reducing it. It's a very clean, very nice, very new home. It has a pergola on the side. You've got a nice big lot on the corner. It's private because there's a little bit of a berm there and some trees. So you should think about that if you're in the 320 range. And Bathurst, I don't know if I said this, that's listed for $333,000. It's been on the market 11 days. I know, oh my God, I'm dying. This is what happens, and it's not, no, I'm sweating because it's just hot. It's like 97 degrees, I think. That's all I have for today. Be sure to click on the link below, sign up for our email newsletter, and you will get that in your email tomorrow with this edition of the good, the not so bad, and the ugly. Okay? Until next time, I'm gonna... Oh, wait a minute. Hey, you know what? YouTube likes to send a video over here of what they think you might like next. So if you don't mind sticking around, you might want to take a look at, I hope I'm pointing in the right direction, this next video. I think you might like it.